A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel. In this particular video, I'm being given this download where the masculine and feminine both, they learn through practical experience that they had to meet. They had no other option actually. They had to meet both type of people on this planet. The divine people, the divine beings, as well as the evil people. And because the twin flame journey is designed in such a way that one has to learn about unconditional love, true love via romantic illusions. So initially everything starts from romantic illusions where they feel that whatever they're experiencing in terms of relationships or in terms of people coming in their life, it is all real, it is all true. And later on with time they would realize, okay, they have been played on by other people, or they were fooled by other people, or the person they thought is the right partner for them, the right love for them, is really not the right person. And it happens after pain and after separation, after rejection, or after being in relationships which is always confusing, hot and cold relationship. And when they go through all this pain and all of this confusion, that's when they start turning towards spirituality and they actually literally question God or masters or higher beings, whosoever they look up to. They question that what is love? If I have done so much, I have done everything from my side, from my end, but I always keep coming across these painful situations. For both masculine and feminine, they are in that zone. Actually, both of them are in the same zone right now because they feel that all of the pain they've gone through is solving a purpose, and that is to awaken them to the truth of true love. True love is not materialistic by nature, and true love is a very beautiful feeling actually, and it comes from all parts of your life. It doesn't only appear only in relationships, because how you do one thing is how you do everything. If you have true love with a person, true means there is no expectation, there is no demand, you won't fight, you won't separate for any reason. Yeah, even if you argue, even if you debate, even if you have some kind of separate thoughts and notions, or maybe on a certain day you're not very uplifted or the other person is not uplifted, that does not mean that your connection will easily cut off or you'll disconnect, because your energy is now the same. And even in the beginning, when the masculine and feminine start understanding true love, when they, figure out everything, like they recognize love or what love could feel like, that recognition happens within them. In my channeling titled as Masculine and Feminine Are Getting Close, but they get insecure sometimes, here also I sense these people, they really like each other, they love each other, they have a very, very strong connection because of the mission work they are into, because they have the same ideologies, they have the same principles, and they want the same things. They really want to do the same things on this planet. So they have reached that point. They cannot reach that point without doing inner work, or without facing the failures, or without getting heartbroken, or without going through pain and suffering. After they tried and tested themselves in various relationships, or in some cases I also see a marriage has failed, the divorce has happened, or in some cases it could be, it was an engagement situation, or there was a live-in situation, live-in relationship. Wherever they were involved, with whosoever they were involved, they were very much committed to that person. But at that point in time, they were not so deeply aware about inner work and mission work. When the first stage hits a person, which is duality, that's the time they start getting disconnected with this planet, the regular things that are happening in their visible reality. They start realizing that there's more to life. And you will notice that this is the time when people quit their jobs, they don't want to do anything with others, they've started feeling disconnected with even their own people, they don't want to hang out with friends, they cannot trust anyone. This is the stage of duality where they can see a clear demarcation that something is not right. But again, the twin flame ascension journey is happening in stages, and sometimes it is non-linear and sometimes it's linear. It's very interesting way how this journey actually works out. Eventually, that's when, we say that when you reach illumination, it's like everything starts coming to a shape and form. But before that, you are definitely experiencing, these two people, masculine and feminine, are experiencing that as a certain energy, when they are, working through their feminine energy, how do they feel? When they are working via their masculine energy, how do they feel? And when they blend in these two energies and when they start becoming very independent, they will tell their partners also that you also be independent. You don't get attached with me. If the partner also says, or if, there is no label yet given to the relationship, even if that person says that, I am feeling a certain way, or I'm feeling very attached, or I'm feeling very scared, I have a lot of fear, they will tell that person that don't be like this. But there is no running away or there is no separation. There can be a break of a day to maybe a week, but inside their hearts and minds, they know that we are working for each other and we are working on ourselves. This type of clear understanding they get. And they also stop feeling guilty for all the bad relationships they have gone through. In this particular session, I can sense that because both of them have realized that they have lived in a low frequency or a low dimensional world or vibration, where they were mostly in trap of shame, guilt, attachments, and very big fears of separation. Whenever they started liking someone, or they were in love, or they were in relationship, they always had this fear that it may not work out. Now when they have found each other, they have not found each other because they were looking for each other. They found each other because they were not looking for each other. They were only very focused on whatever they love to do. And when they find each other, or in some cases when they come back to each other, there are various permutations and combinations. Let me be very clear with you guys. There is no set pattern in twin flame journey. For some people, it has happened that they were dating someone and that person came back in their life after 12 years or 15 years out of nowhere. And they were thinking that, yes, this was the person I actually really loved at that point in time, but things did not work out and I moved on and they moved on. And years later, boom, we are in front of each other, but we are more mature, more accepting. And we understand that, yes, things did not work out back then because of XYZ reason, not because personally we were trying to, torture each other. In some cases, the person has many relationships, they go through a lot of pain, they go through a hermit phase, they decide that, okay, I'm not gonna be in a certain type of relationship and this and that. And suddenly one fine day, while they're doing something great, they just come across a person who's very similar, very selfless, very inner work oriented, very truthful. They can fight for anyone. They are simply amazing people, just so amazing that you would think in your heart that even if this person is present in my life, it's more than enough. Like, even if they don't tell me I love you every day, or even if they don't do the typical materialistic things, this person is with me. They are doing, action wise, they're doing everything. Maybe verbally they are not, because sometimes these type of masculines and feminines, I'm talking about female gender and male gender, these type of people, they are so wise and they're so chill, they're so super chill. They don't feel like saying anything to anyone. They just project it via their behaviors. They are what you want them to be. They're not going to pretend to be, or they're not going to do too many things for you in a romantic way. But as a person, the way they carry themselves, the way they execute their life, the way they do things for other people, you cannot help but fall in love with that person or feel love and respect for that person. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day how they look, how much they earn, and what type of house they have. At the end of the day, what matters is what this person is doing for this planet. And your attraction, like these two people are not attracted towards each other only because of the physical looks. Like, I'm sure physical looks also play a very important factor, because There is a certain type of attraction also they feel towards each other, but then that's not the only thing, because these people are out of lust. If on a particular day they feel lust for each other, or they feel they're getting too attached, or they are getting too clingy, or they're having too many fears or doubts in their minds, they will check themselves. They will question their own selves, and they will not put it forward or put it across towards that person. They'll not throw their insecurity and inhibition and their fear to the other person. They won't even share it with that other person. Like, hey, today you didn't call me, you didn't message me, you didn't bother about me, what's up? Like, this is childish for them. This is immature behavior for them. They would not even think about those things even for a minute. And even if they think about these things, say for a minute, for some time they feel insecure or whatever, they will check themselves via themselves. They will be like, sit down with themselves, and they'll be like, why am I thinking like this? Why am I feeling like this? I should not be insecure. I should not be worried, etc., etc. Now, both of them also understand that meeting all the horrible people, or the bad people, or the evil people, or the toxic people is also part of the plan, because they have to value true love. They have to understand what true love is, and more than all of this love and everything, they had to recognize each other properly. So when I say, when you reach singularity, or even all the stages like duality, recognition, testing and crisis, till the end, till the union, all of these stages, it's very interesting, because when you reach final singularity, or you start understanding what singularity is all about, you will realize that everything that happened in your life was really the best thing that could have happened to you. Everything. Everybody you met. Even the false twin flames, even the toxic relationships you had, even the family members, you'll actually develop a lot of fondness and love for each other, but not in a creepy way. Like, you'll be like, even your exes, if you meet them, if you see them somewhere, or they approach you, you talk to them randomly, hi, hello, you'll not have any negativity or disgust towards them. You'll look at them as a programmed person. And in many ways, even I have noticed that sometimes you'll not even have a debate or an argument which will have a personal effect on you. Even if you talk to people, you're not going to take it personally, and many times you won't even talk to people, especially when they are extremely rigid, or they're very anxious, or they're very angry. When you meet someone who's angry for the right cause, so it is so contextual. The relationship that you're going to be in, or you're already in, everything is about the context. Like, some people get angry, and the masters tell them, hey, you should not get angry. And then there are some people who don't get angry, and the master will tell them, you should get angry about this. This is not a good thing. You should fight for it. You should stand up against it. You should do something about it. Because this world is always going to present a lot of problems and challenges to you. The relationship of Sri Ram and Sita, and Radha and Krishna, I'm definitely going to talk about Radha Krishna today. Why I really admire their relationship is because they were so much in love with each other, and yet they were so acknowledging and accepting of the worldly world. Because as per the worldly world, Shri Krishna had to go away because he had a mission. He is definitely here on mission. He was not here for enjoying personal relationships or doing time pass or singing or dancing alone. Yes, there was a phase of his life where he was playing flute, or he was dancing, or he was doing all the mischief. But when the time came, when the right time came and he had to leave, he had to go back to his mission work, nobody was like, hey, you're doing something wrong, or why would you do this? Even when they were crying, even when they were missing him, or even if they were saying verbally, why did you go away? Why did you go away? In their hearts, they were very accepting that this person went away because of their mission, because of the very reason they are born on this planet. All the people who are in the twin flame ascension journey and all the star seeds of this planet, they're all here for the mission. They are here to contribute, they are here to volunteer. They are not here for just singing and dancing, holding each other's hand and doing romantic things and watching TV together or movies and all of that. If that happens naturally, spontaneously, like it's a part of living with each other, it will happen too. Like if on a particular day you're supposed to meet, if it's predestined that you're supposed to meet and you're supposed to spend like 4-5 hours together doing something important, you will do it. But your own heart will not be happy when you're just living like other people, just doing random things but not contributing. Your own heart will shift so much, your heart chakra will open so much, it will have so much love that it cannot contain. You cannot contain that much love. It will always overflow. And only when the love overflows, only then you can share it. Like as soon as you even lift up the cup and you tilt it and you pour the stuff out on another person, it will again be slightly empty, right? God will ensure that your cup is not empty. It is always overflowing with unconditional love. And if that tilting is required, if someone has to tilt the glass or the jar or wherever, the container, to pour it on another being or another situation or context, it will not be your hand, it will be the hand of source itself, the masters itself. So if they decide that they need to, empty or pour out some of the content from your cup of unconditional love, I am sure there has to be a reason behind it, and they are doing it because they know that this is the right thing to do for you. It will benefit you in some way or the other. So when these two people, like even right now, I am noticing, and energetically I can catch on to people, men and women here, who are feeling very angry about certain things. They are upset with the system, they are upset with the world, they are really upset with all the crime that's happening, or maybe they are involved in something in their territory, in their country, maybe in their state, or wherever they are, something has happened and they are very angry about it. Or they could be simply angry with some other things, like how food is, or how children are treated, how bad education system is, or how false everything is, because I'm talking about awakened people. These days I'm getting a lot of downloads for awakened people and very high advanced souls. Actually, I get a combination. Sometimes I get messages for people in surrender stage, sometimes I get messages for those who are in recognition, but lately I'm getting messages for people who are definitely in a mission. And I told you guys in the previous channeling also that once you enter mission phase hardcore, you will be shocked to see that there are lots of people on this planet who are doing mission work. Lots of people. It's only when we are close and we are not in that stage yet, we feel that, okay, I'm the only one who's thinking like this or acting like this or behaving like this. It's only when you step into the other side or you cross over, you'll start seeing a lot of people doing those things, and then you'll see how all of them have very healthy relationships. They have relationships, and many of them may not even come across as someone who's labeled their relationship, or they're flaunting it on social media or flaunting it in different places, but they have so much comfort with someone. They have such a huge degree of intimacy. They have very intimate relationships. So in their intimate relationships, when they get angry, when they get upset, they can talk about it to another person, they can share it with another person. And sometimes they don't even talk because they get so tired doing their mission work. They want to rest, they want to eat on time. These people are very fitness oriented. These people wake up on time, they sleep on time, they have very healthy lifestyles, and that's why they look good and attractive. They don't look good and attractive because they probably dress up well or they act in a certain way. They also look good and attractive because of their energy. So it is very much possible that a lot of people are drawn towards them, and it would be of the opposite sex also, and they could be talking to or interacting to all these people, and those people must also be attracted towards them, but they understand that this person is not into lust, so they are admiring this person, they are inspired by this person, but there's no creepiness around. So it is very much possible that there can be certain phases where they get angry with the world and upset with the world, and they can go in their own zone and they can be a hermit for some time. But what I'm being shown is there is no separation. I don't know why this message is being sent to me. This is like the second or third time I'm sharing the same statement, but I'm being given that if you are in that phase and if you are feeling insecure, if you're feeling like what's gonna happen to my relationship, is it gonna not work out, Am I going to suffer again? Am I going to lose this person again? Probably this person doesn't like me that much, or this person is too good to be true. Like, this person doesn't love me the way I love this person, or whatever your insecurities are. I'm being given the message that this person is not going to have separation with you, because they have also gone through separation in their own separate life. Like, they understand what separation is and they're happy about it. They're very happy because when they met you, they figured out everything. They realized that when they saw you, they were like, okay, wow, this is really an amazing person. Like, I never met someone like this before. And all my previous relationships and all the horror that I witnessed and all the torture I witnessed makes sense, because I got this person finally. So this is where I'm going to close this channeling session. Thank you so much for being here with me. One love and peace out. And yes, you can get a personal session and you can get into therapy with me. Please check out the description box. It has all the links. If you want to support my content as a Patreon every month, then you can do that too. And if you want to get my book In the Name of Love, which is based on the journey of finding your ultimate soulmates, and a lot of mystical beings were actually a part of writing this book. It is a very high vibrational, very high energy book. You can get it on Amazon Kindle. If you're not able to get the book, please let me know. And if you're able to get the book, still also let me know. One love and peace out once again. Jai Shri Ram. I'll see you soon.